The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's James. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. He leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Collins. He rifles one deep to the left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Johnson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Gonna let it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Lewis to throw. Got the quick pass. Turning on the Jets. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Going up top again. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards to the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Looking for the score. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Making side adjustments here. The pitch to the left. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Looking to throw, it's Collins. The short hands, it's Hatcher. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Looking for space to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's James. It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
With the score, Memphis 3.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal ties it up. We're in the second quarter. A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Thompson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs and take on these receivers linebackers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Rides the back on the option to give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the ground. Lots of running room. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. Back to throw, it's Collins. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job rooting it.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's caught. It's Thompson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on third down, but now on fourth, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter.
Memphis 7, Syracuse 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Back to throw, it's Collins. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Quick release on the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making checks. Now on the option. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Collins. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Dances away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be changing the route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Six per base.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field is Collins. Under fire. He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
That's Syracuse.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half, with the score, Memphis 7, Syracuse 3.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Grabbed in the backfield, it's James. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. They'll run play action. Oh, he wants it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hatcher.
That's a Syracuse.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The offense changing the play. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Dropping back, it's Collins. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And the try is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but If you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Creates a little space. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll try the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
He'll field the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Gets it past the marker. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
QB draw. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Memphis 7, Syracuse 3.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
It'll be third and long. Lewis wants to pass. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Cross. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, we got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
To throw, it's Collins. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw to the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right.
Wide open spaces. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. The give on the option. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Now,
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Stop short of the marker, and a stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cuse. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Lewis to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off?
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a
quarterback, make the stop, get him to fourth down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
And the returner will be brought down. Scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Give to the single back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's James. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Trying to run, it's James. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Syracuse.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. The give to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys.
Of regulation with the score all tied.
first play of the first possession of OT. Lewis wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Looking for the end zone. Looking for the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal as they try to punch it in from the doorstep here in overtime. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Tigers! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Back to pass, it's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Orange! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make for the point after.
And what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David, and you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. He might want another play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's James. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Collins. Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes the grab deep. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays. Slams it ahead.
Touchdown, Syracuse. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Syracuse 24, Memphis 17.
With a touchdown. Lewis to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator, because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Touchdown, Memphis. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Number 88.
Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.